All right. And we're back. Gonna be doing some army manning. All right. So, this is the mission that as a child absolutely scarred me for fucking life. It is absolutely difficult. It is bullshit. It is broken. It is brutal. There's not enough B words I can use to describe it. So, this mission is basically an introduction to a few different mechanics. We also have the vehicle mechanics, which I'll get into when we actually start clearing things out. And we also get introduced to the squad follow and minesweeper mechanics. So this is where the minesweeper is on the level. There is one level where there's a minefield and no minesweeper. It's also in this level set as well. That only happens, thank God, one time. You don't have to worry about it again. However, one thing I will point out, the rifle's not perfect, by the way, if you couldn't tell by now. So situations like this, you do need to use a grenade. So, there we go. I might be able to hit that guy from... Okay, good. So, yeah, in terms of level design, this is about as complex as this game will actually ever become. There's not really, you know, a lot of workable AI stuff in this game, so that's why a lot of it's very simplistic. I think that's probably for the better. I mean, you look at games like Sarge's Heroes 1 and 2, and you think, those are pretty complex, right? Not really, but whatever. So to the left of me is the minefield. I'm staying the fuck away from that, because I want to clear the area out, because we need to get that Jeep through there. And if the Jeep dies, well, game over. We have to start the level all over again. And if I haven't prefaced enough, this game is really not easy. Have fun realizing there's no mid-mission checkpoints. As a kid, that fucking broke me, alright? That shit was brutal. This game is extremely unforgiving. Considering how quickly you can die, it is not even hilarious, okay? Like, when you're a child, okay, and you die in this shit, and you spent like 20 minutes doing something, your entire life just crumbles in your eyes, okay? It's so horrible. Alright, so we have to clear out the area. That's kind of one of the gimmicks of this game, is you're pretty much given the choice of doing the objectives in any order you want to. And over there is another Jeep. I think you can use a grenade on it. It doesn't do anything. Don't worry about it. I think it's actually one of 2 times there's ever a Jeep in this game. Not including multiplayer, of course, which I played a lot of with my dad. He liked this game. It was really fun. But yeah, there's a lot of like shit in this game that's just very, very difficult. And we're also introduced to Grenade Guy in this level. I think I said it in the level prior, I'm not sure. Every single weapon that you can use in this game, well, an enemy can use as well. So once we get into the Bayou section, enemies pretty much have every single weapon type possible except for mortar. I think that's the only weapon that enemies never actually use in this game. Now, throwing grenades is not an easy mechanic in this at all, especially when the target has to go up a wall like that. Oh, for God's sake. Now, you can start to see why... Oh, hell. I'll just deal with him the old-fashioned way. Hopefully not get killed in the process. Yeah, enemies can turn on a dime in case you haven't noticed. I should be able to aim. There we go. So if you ever can't hit an enemy and you're not sure why, just try using the manual aim mode on your rifle. There we go. I can put my teeth in here for a second. Oh, man. I try to do as little damage taken as possible because I like to be a professional about things, right? So, also, some enemies can follow you around. The grenade guys are no exception to this. They'll actually keep following you until they catch up to you and fuck you up. Bazooka guys and flamethrower guys are the most dangerous damn enemy in the entire game, okay? Grenades really aren't that big of a threat in this game, despite how much of a threat you'd think they'd be. When it comes down to it, no. They are just... Flamethrower guys are absolutely ridiculous, and I think a lot of it's due to the fact that I'm using an emulator, so carefully shoot one of those down. Now, I think... Did I melt them both? No. Okay, good. So you don't need to have both guys, by the way. That can sometimes happen with that barrel. The explodey fire particle is kind of a random, like, element. So as long as one guy gets out, you're fine. There's no, like, bonus shit. So, oh boy, here we go.
HQ, I need a
I don't know why I can't hear the audio very well. Not like we're missing much, right? But, so... Oh, okay, it's just my headphones, never mind. So, this is the minefield mechanic. It's not very good. When I was a kid, I figured out how to do this because I had nothing better to do, and yes, the sound fucks up. If there's a lot of sounds going on in this game, it can overbear it, and it does that on the console as well. Actually, I think every single Army Man game in the series does that. They're very, very... Well, at least the PS1 versions. They're very, very poorly coded games. They work on the most fundamental level, and that's about as much as they do. But then again, this is probably the best one in the series, in my opinion. Not just from nostalgia, I guess. So, unlike in real life, where this would probably blow my shit up into like 50 different spots, you can walk over found-up mines like that. So you can see I can actually walk on top of this. Don't try that unless you know that you've sucked up all the mines. This is, like I said, one of the worst mechanics in the entire fucking series. There's other minefields that are way worse in the other games. I mean, that little mechanic I was doing works, but we'll get to that when we get there. So this is the Jeep. The emulator makes it a little bit unruly, if you couldn't tell. So... Normally, this does not control this quickly. This is 100% tied to overclocking the emulator. So we need to get the Jeep through the minefield, and we need to get it to the guy and drop him off at the helipad. Let's go, boys! Okay, that's about as exciting as that gets for me. So, oh god, and I'm using a, like, stick, so it makes it very awkward. So, park the Jeep here, walk up to the dude.
Follow me.
I love Sarge's voice. It's just so fucking cool. Why can't I be like Sarge? Made out of plastic. Shake it, you're so fantastic, just don't break it, you're only made of plastic. Cynthia, she's a really cool dancer. Anyways, so... yeah, now that the guy has entered your vehicle, just drop him off at the helipad. Make sure you drop him off like that. And that's the mission. So, yeah.
Mission complete.
Fucking mission complete. I'll see you guys in the next one.